Right. You tell me to my boy Keith. You guys remember Keith?
Well,
what's up, Keith? I got nothing to do with video, boss. So we'll just chat with this. What's going on with you these days? I don't know what's going on.
What I'm trying to do is maintain righteous steps in a world that fights every inch to not let you maintain righteous steps. That's what I'm doing.
Well put. Well put.
That's what I'm
doing. We're just sick of this bullshit.
sick of this bullshit.
I give you the plain language. He gives you the.
Sick of this bullshit.
No, yeah, listen, man. We came out here just posting. There's nothing out here for us. I don't know why we did it, but we leave a little stress, walk around. All these stiff-faced fucking people out here with no fucking personality. It was fucking terrible walking by them. They look at you like, okay, you come to my town, dressed like that. Hey, look at this. Look at this. This is by accent. Fucking matching fucking color. Black and gray. Same fucking thing. I don't know how that happened. Maybe certain dark mentality. Well, he's got a dark mentality, not me. Me, I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, but mine is better camouflage than his. His is obvious.
Anyway, we got nothing really to say. I just want to drop in, say hello, tell you I'm doing all right and all that good shit. My car was fucked up. Excuse my language. I gotta stop swearing on these damn videos. It's getting fixed and I got a rental. It's a little Toyota. So you could put $20 of gas in this thing and drive all the way to New York. But any event, did you learn anything today in Newport? Anything significant happen? Or
yeah, I learned that the bullshit doesn't change just because it's on a legitimate side.
Yeah,
it's more bullshit.
There is more bullshit. Because there's a lot of more phony shit there.
Go watch the Godfather trilogy. That's the point of the Godfather trilogy, man. Is that every step I took to be better in society, higher in society, the higher up I reach in society, the more I realize that it's more corrupt.
Yep.
That's the point.
And they knock you down quick. If you get a shot, you got to really watch your step when you get up that ladder. You got to understand the terrain you are on. Because if not, they'll chew you up. But keep shopping that. They can't chew him up. He's already thinking ahead of that before they can do it. Hopefully you don't overthink it sometimes and maybe, nah, I don't think so. You'll run. I never go to Newport on a scooter. Scooters are big down here. Anyway, we're bored. We're not doing. We're going to fuck home. There's nothing up here. Unless you want to drink and party. Woo! Well, that's not for us. Once in a while I have a drink, but that's about it. There's a lot I want to show you in the future, though, about Newport. For those of you that are out of state, I'll take you to the mansions. I've done it before. It's kind of interesting to see these old mansions. There's certain people who own them in history, historical figures, and there is a part of Newport with a lot of history here. I mean, some dark history too, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about. Today's just not the day. I feel like, because I'm with Keith, I feel like trying to at least say hi, because remember when I usually, we could vibe together and do a good video, but it looks a little drawn out like me.
This is the example, though, compared to the last video, man, where we're always trying to take the darkness and analyze it and turn it into righteous steps. This is the exact opposite of that. This is the day where two guys that come from it, who are trying to make better of it, realize, like, damn it, man, no matter what I do, I can't make better of it. Like, they're forcing my fucking hand, man. That's the reality of it. That juxtaposition between, like, trying to take righteous steps and dealing with the world that's set as the way it is, that's the issue, man. So, like, can a dude that's really intelligent enough to know what it is ever really make it legit? Because is there any really legit? You gotta play ball in that fake arena to make it legit in some ways, if that makes any sense. If you're a real dude, you're real about things, it's really hard to make it. You gotta kind of shut your mouth and go along with the program, so to speak. And guys like Keith, even myself, we're not made like that. Just go along with the program just because. And that's been I think it's been a bigger problem for you than me. Yeah, nah.
I've seen you get jobs and a day later, you got some,
Yeah, I mean, I'm dealing with a situation right now where, like, I went through a month and a half of interviews at a spot that at the end of the day, the executive director chose me because I'm the best person for the job by far, and they still underpaying. And then when they found out about my background, which really makes me qualify for the job, if you understand what the job was, now they doubting whether I got the job. So it's like, yo, come on, man, miss me with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I am who I am because of everything I've been through. You know what I mean? So
it makes you a stronger man or a breakthrough.
And it's a restorative justice job. So it's like,
what's the
come
something
on,
you
man.
would sell at?
It's like, come on, man. The real question isn't whether or not I'm qualified for the job based on my criminal past. The real question is whether y'all squares are who you say you are and are doing the
Right.
things you say you're doing, or you're fronting, taking the money, or pressing the people for nothing. That's the real question, man. That's the
There's
real
a lot
question.
of that going on.
That's the
Hey,
real
listen,
question.
that's how that game is played. I guess almost you have to understand and accept it once you get in that arena. If you're against it, then you're kind of like, what's the word? You're shaking your rattle in the tree, so to speak. I don't know, something like that.
The real issue is
Can't even
that,
see all this,
you know, they have a strong public relation game. So the average citizen that's
You get
not
buried
from,
under that. Yeah, they don't know any
the
better.
average citizen that's not from among it, you'll believe the
Believe
lie.
that bullshit. They wouldn't lie about it. Those two guys are ex-cons. There's no way you can believe them. Oh my God.
Exactly.
And you get smothered under a bunch of paperwork and bullshit. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's a hell of a thing.
Know what I mean?
It's not, I'll tell you what's difficult to be an intelligent person in this world, to understand things at a certain level. That's very difficult to carry that around in a way. It's a burden almost.
It is.
To see what's going on, and everyone else thinks you're some nut because you're speaking out against it. They can't see it. Even I watch people watch politicians all the time. They have no clue what's really going on, like in the White House and around. It's just amazing to me.
The system is the way it is, and it's corrupt and it's not right. But they convince the average person that it is right. So when you have enough intelligence to speak out against it and say it's not right, and this is why, you look crazy.
And one of the biggest strategies they have is to create a disturbance over here, to keep you focused over here while this is going on over there. Or on a person like, in a smaller level, a person like me or Keith. You know, this guy's a convicted murderer. You can be smothered with that story while something else is going on that you're being blinded to. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but on a bigger level when it comes to the White House and stuff, I mean, they could start a war somewhere else and then go in another country, do something else and distract you from the war that's going on, or vice versa, which happens all the time. It's almost in the playbook that they have. Like when they go after the immigrants, when they're doing that, right? What else? What are you doing wrong? What else are you doing that's so fucked up that you don't want me to see? You know what I mean?
And even that's a divide and conquer.
It sure is.
Because at the end of the day, it's a sociological fact. Any sociology professor in any university in the country will tell you that 1% of the population controls like 95% of the wealth, and the rest of us are scrambling for the other 5%.
That's right.
Any sociology, the statistics
And we will turn
are
against
clear.
each other in a heartbeat to get there. And they keep it like that. You know, I hate to even bring this up, but they did that. They do it in prison on a much smaller level. Prison is a microcosm of society. They try things out in penitentiaries that they do in society, believe it or not. You know, in a different way, the same thing. Anyway, on that note, I don't have a whole lot to say, but I'll have to interview Keith at another time, man, because we're trying to get out of here. We're tired. We're walking around. We didn't do shit around here today. I got this tower up here I wanted to talk to you guys about. It was built by, they're not sure if the Vikings did it, certain other people did it. It's an interesting little structure. But today's not the day, so I just want to check in and say hello, tell you things are all right. I'll be working a lot more, so I'm overcoming that adversity I always talk about, little by little. Sometimes it's 2 steps backward, 1 forward, all that shit, but anyway, I'm out. Keith, say goodbye to people, man. He's out. He's been busy on the phone. I'll get back at you guys soon when I got something to say.